Ana, what is the importance for bankers to come to these conferences?
I think that the importance for bankers to come to these conferences is it has a lot of, I guess, good reasons, right? Number one, we discuss topics that are relevant for everybody, that affects us differently but affects us all. It is very important also to connect and to discuss among ourselves what are the next steps, what are the things that we need to be considering, to learn from each other, to share experiences and share concerns. And also equally important, I think, that we have not only bankers, but we have also members of multilateral organizations, of investors, of regulators that are also listening right to our concerns. So we all come together to discuss how business, how trade, how commerce, how development is being affected. And I think that putting our minds together is definitely how we're going to move forward, right, to build the future together.
Today they spoke a little bit about the difficulties in the region and how working with the U.S. is an important step. Tell us a little bit about the difference for Latin American bankers that come to these type of events versus a U.S. banker. What are the different challenges they may face, or different ideas, or the way they approach the business from a financial institution standpoint?
Okay, looking at the main differences on how business and regulations are affecting banks in Latin America versus how those same are affecting banks in the US and globally. I think that Latin American banks, thanks to several of the local superintendencies and regulators, were very much advanced into being conservative in terms of capital allocation. The local regulators in Latin America did a really good job in terms of putting boundaries and limitations on how banks could invest so that they could protect depositors. And the proof of that is that during the financial crisis that affected basically everybody, right, in 2008, 9, and 10, Latin America came out pretty well, and that's in part thanks to how regulators were conservative in allowing banks to do certain activities. In the US, I think that we have learned our lesson, and we are working together with regulators so that we can avoid mistakes done in the past, and that we can definitely shape right the future of the industry and how the banks move forward in terms of the type of risk that we want to take, how we control those risks, and how we can get ready for downturns in the cycles. Latin America has been, personally to me, an example on how it's important, right, to being conservative and to save. So meeting in this type of environments and sharing experiences definitely help us learn from each other. And I think that we, as global financial institutions, have a very important role in helping developing economies get financing and get access to the market. So the whole purpose of meeting and discussing these type of issues is going to help us continue helping each other in the future and learning from each other.